Alright guys, it's been a while since I have made this kind of video. The last video that I made where I shared my solid / real gold jewelry collection with you guys, I got a lot of love on that video and I got a ton of questions as well. I thought I should come back to answer the one that I received the most. Like, there are some questions that I received like a whole lot of, so I have decided to make another video, you know, to kind of like walk you through and explain to you, answer those questions for everybody, just in case there are other people out there that might also need the same information. So between then and now, I've also learned a lot about real gold, and the reason is because I now have my own solid gold jewelry business. So I do sell 18 karat gold jewelry. If you are interested, feel free to check out my website. I'm gonna put it in the description section below for you. I deal with solid 18 karat gold only, nothing less, nothing more. I plan to do 22 at some point, but right now I only do 18. 18 is my most advised karat of solid gold jewelry that I recommend to people, because it's a piece that because it holds much more of its value compared to 14 karat. 14 karat is also good. If you have 14 karat gold jewelry, don't feel bad about it. It's okay, you're good, you're fine. I'm just saying that the higher the better, right? So I do only 18 karat. They are all new pieces. I don't sell used jewelry at all the jewelry in my store are all new. They are unique. If you are interested in ordering any of these pieces, you find out that the moment you check out, whatever piece you order might say out of stock, and the reason is because most of them are like unique pieces that I actually went like to the market to source for, like individually. Like, I picked those pieces, and some of those pieces I actually designed myself, which I am so happy to do. Like, so my business is actually going to be more of me selling the pieces that I designed myself, if that makes any sense. So part of the pieces that I have on my website right now, I designed, but I got them made in the local jewelry market, and some I actually picked, from the local jewelry market. So before I get started, I'd like to say a very big thank you to my subscribers. Thank you so much guys for staying with me. I do appreciate you a lot. And if you are new to my channel, I make videos about luxury handbags and solid gold jewelries. So if any of those two content is something that you like, if you like anything luxury handbag or anything solid gold jewelry, or if you are interested, you want to get started in collecting, feel free to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos, because it makes more sense if you subscribe and if you watch my videos. Like, yeah, that's actually more important to me, that I am providing this value and that you guys are consuming the value that I'm providing to you. That's much more important to me than the numbers of subscribers that I have. You get my point? So without dragging this intro for too long, let's just jump right into the video. All right. So speaking of the questions that I get the most, the first question is, do they tarnish? Like, the question was, I guess what this person was trying to ask is, do solid gold jewelry tarnish? And the answer is no, like 100% no. There are so many things that can happen to your solid gold jewelry, but it does not tarnish. Like, it will never, except if it's not real, it will never ever tarnish. That one is standard. There are some jewelry that you wear and they turn green. Some of them start to get rusty. Not that if you're experiencing anything like that with any pieces of jewelry that you have, just know that that's not solid gold jewelry. So the answer is no. Another question that I got a lot of is, can you wear them forever? Like, for real, like Bookie, you were really emphasizing on the fact that it's best for you to do solid gold. Like, can you even wear them forever? And the answer is yes and yes and yes. And the reason is because you can wear them forever and forever more, because you are able to pass them down to generations even after you. You can use your solid gold pieces and even pass them down to your kids, and they will pass them down to their kids. Like, this is something you can do with solid gold jewelry pieces. So yes, they last forever, and even more than forever. Another question that I get asked a lot is, do they scratch? Like, do solid gold jewelry, do they scratch? The answer is yes. Just like any other type of gold jewelry, or just like any other type of jewelry, solid gold jewelry also scratch. Like, depending on how much you use them, like most of the, even let me show you just like an example. So this is this Katia love ring inspired ring. If you look closely, it actually has like a lot of scratches on it. However, that is fixable. I would advise that if you have like a lot of gold jewelries that already have like scratches, go ahead and take them to your local goldsmith. They are able to polish them for you and they'll be back as good as new. So that's one one thing you can actually do to get them back to normal. It personally does not bother me because it's not that obvious that, I mean, when gold jewelry pieces have scratches on them, it's not that obvious until somebody's like looking very, very closely. Like you can see now, I have my ring back on. You cannot tell that I have scratches on them. On my necklace, there are a lot of scratches on my necklace. You can't tell that I have scratches on it, but if you look like super closely, you would see the scratches on it. So the answer is yes. Like solid gold jewelry also do have scratches on them, like as you use them, but there is a way to fix it, and the best way is to take them to a local goldsmith for them to polish for you. So when you take it there, let them know that you have brought them in for polishing. So that I do, that I've only done one time before. Like I said, it doesn't bother me. I prefer to have my pieces like untouched, except if I want to give them maybe later in future, I want to give my kids as gift, I might decide to go get them polished so that I can give it to them looking good as new. Another question that I get asked a lot is, how do I even know if the gold jewelry that I have or that I'm buying or that is being given to me is real or fake? This one I would have to spend like an entire video explaining to you how to find out. There are so many ways you can find out if your gold jewelry piece is real or fake, but I'm gonna make a separate video for you guys, so stay with me. That's another reason for you to subscribe. If you haven't yet already, feel free to subscribe to my channel because we're gonna be seeing like a whole lot more video related to solid gold jewelry like from now on. Another question I get asked is, how do I clean my solid gold jewelry? That I also need to make like a whole video for. However, I have made a video before in the past, that was like 2 years ago, where I actually showed you guys how I clean my solid gold jewelry pieces by myself in my house. I'm gonna be making like an updated version for you guys, so stay with me. I'll be showing you how I now clean my gold jewelry pieces, but in the meantime, trust me, like the one I made before is also good enough for you. Like I'm gonna be linking it for you guys below in the description section so that you can go and see how I cleaned my solid gold jewelry in that video. You can also use that method, but like I said, there's just like a slight update to that one that I would like to show you guys again, how I clean my solid gold jewelry pieces. Another question that I get asked a lot, this one is so funny, is like, how much of gold do I need in my collection? How much of gold jewelry do I need in my collection? The answer is as much as you can, like as many as you can, in my opinion, because trust me, if I wasn't also obsessed with luxury handbags, I probably would have like a room filled with gold jewelries by now. I also love luxury handbags, so I balance it out. That's what I do, and that's the reason why I don't have like a whole lot, you know. But trust me, sis, bro, as in mom, dad, as much as you can, like you can never have too many, because trust me, there might be a point where you feel you have too many, and by the time you flip this over back to cash, you'll be surprised how much of cash you're gonna get. I'm talking about years down the line now. Then also you'll be surprised how valuable it's gonna be when you buy a particular solid gold jewelry piece today and you gift it to your child maybe like 10 years or 15 or 20 down the line. Like how, I mean, the feeling alone, it's surreal. It's everything, you know. Just thinking about it only makes me like I want to keep going, you know. Sometimes I'm wearing my gold bracelet and I'm thinking and I'm just imagining my great grandchildren, you know, being told that this was actually won by their grandma, you know, things like that, you know. It makes me feel like, oh. So in a nutshell, like you can just go get as many as you can, as many as you can afford. You know, you can never have too many. Let me just put it that way. Trust me, you can never have too many. Another question that I get asked a lot is, where do I buy my solid gold jewelry from? This one is like, I think this one is like the second most asked question, like where do I buy my solid gold jewelry from? So if you're in the US, don't look any further. Just go ahead and look for the link to my website in the description section. Go to my website, and on my website you'll find so many 18 karat solid gold jewelry pieces. Like go ahead and order away if you're in the US. But if you're outside the US, I would say look for your local gold market, and that's like the best place to go and find, you know, and buy your gold jewelry, in my opinion, because there you'll be able to like see like so many options, and then you get a good deal as well. So the last question that I get asked a lot is the mark on jewelry piece, the 750 mark on 18 karat gold. What does that mean? So like I said in my previous video, 18 karat has 75% of gold, so that means over 100 it has 75%. 750 part of the gold jewelry piece is solid gold. That's what it means. So when you see an 18 karat jewelry piece, you'd see that 750 mark. It only means that 750 part of the whole 1000 of the piece is solid gold. So that's another indication for you. Like if you're trying to see if your solid gold is real, I think it's one of the things you should look for. Like try to make sure that it has that 750 stamp, because it only means that yes, this is like a stamp that guarantees that 75% of this piece that I'm holding is real gold. So yeah, that's what that means. So those are all the questions. If you have additional questions, feel free to leave them for me in the comment section below, and trust me, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And if I have like a whole lot, I would also come back to make another like updated video. I can talk about gold jewelries like all day. Trust me, this is the conversation that I love to have, and I feel happy having this conversation for some reason that, you know, I don't know, but yeah, it's just my own personal obsession. I'm so obsessed to the point that I actually have a gold jewelry company myself. And disclaimer right now, we do not make our gold jewelry in-house, we actually source them. So I just thought I should put that out as a disclaimer. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. Before we see again, I hope you remain blessed, and I wish you peace.